5-yard line.
Yellow, that's your line. Come back. 50, yellow. Check. Kill.
On first down, Brooks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, 15. You got tape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yellow. Check. 15. Check. 49. Check 50. Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Cross. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They run it here with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Look at me, zipper. Motion. 58's the money. 58, exit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Come on, set. Look, squeeze. 10-2 stop. Here we go.
Now Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing. Roberto Sanchez
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though,
no, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Fair. 18 games. Now.
And he coughed it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Set, ready? 30 base. Let's go.
Here's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. 180. Yellow. Attack. Jump.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
That current formula is not working right now. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Gordon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready, set. Yep. Bravo. 5.
2nd and 14. He's able to find Wallace. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 58, come on. Go. Keep it up, keep it up.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first down.
Go. Hey, Zoo.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7, 5.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 91 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. He's going to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with third and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown, LA. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all.
And he's going to go down again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This is Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Mahomes. Open man is Higgins. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throw right side taken in by Wallace. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Okay, ready?
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
Let's go, boys.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Down. 18 Gator. Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
30 base.
Brings up second down.
Bam.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They'll look to throw here. Going deep. This is caught at the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bound to lose 1.
Rush in.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Returnable for Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 18, Gator.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, it's Brooks. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Nice hit, boys.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they take a knee. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. And the Vikings have scored, swinging back in front. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Ready.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go, G.
Ready, ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, really rest or a bet. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give.